start now with your purple belt requirements for combat Hapkido. First category is kicks. Now we're going to, instead of using our foot for kicking or even our shin bone as we use in some of our kicks, we're going to kick with the knee. They're still considered kick, but we use the knee. There are very two simple ones, basically. One is the upward knee. It's vertical. Everybody knows that one. It's used by every martial arts, every street fighter. Basically directed into the groin, or if the person is already down, into the chest, or even if it's farther down, into the face. Remember, in the face, it could be very devastating. But that's the upward knee. It's usually used when you're grappling with somebody, when you're struggling with somebody. Not if you have any range. It's totally useless. This, you gotta be really grappling with somebody basically in a stand-up position. And once again, straight up, straight up. Then the second one is basically the more horizontal knee strike. It's really a diagonal at an angle, and it comes from a roundhouse type of, almost like the roundhouse kick. So once again, close quarter, you're going to be grappling with him basically, come here, boom, and strike him. Rib cage is excellent, but also the side of the leg here, the thigh muscle, inside or outside. Excellent target. One, or from here, two, and into the body right here, over here on the other side. Same thing. Make sure you elevate and point the knee to your target and then strike. And that's your knee strikes. Moving along, the next category is strikes, using your hand, open hand strike, the knife hand. Every martial art in the world basically uses the knife hand. Knife hand, usually directed to the neck area, but also could be to the side of the head, the jawline, the temple. Can be done this way with the palm up, like this, or it could also be with the palm down, this way. Same thing, all the same target. Could it be used against the body? Yes. But if somebody's strong or overweight, a strike here will have probably no effect. So you're better off always using the head as a target, especially the neck. It's excellent for the neck. On this side, perform here, for instance, like this, or even using your forearm. It's called a brachial stun. Very effective, and that's the knife hand. The next one is the spear hand. Difference is, instead of using the blade, like in a spear, we use the point. And this one, again, is directed only to soft targets of the human body. Once again, side of the neck, trachea, a little below the trachea, in the suprasternal march there, eyes, right here, into the eyeball, right there. And that's about it. Those are the target you're going to use your spear hand. Now, granted, some traditional martial arts, they teach the spear hand into the plexus. Once again, guy is very muscular or overweight, strikes like that will have no effect but damage your finger. Use the soft targets here. That's where you want to stay with your strike. The next one that we teach at this level is what they call ox jaw. What are you doing? You're using the wrist as a striking surface. Now, understand, the wrist is very delicate structure, and it can break and get injured very easily. But by locking it in a particular position, it becomes very hard and it's actually protected, so it will not hurt you too much. But, once again, do not use it bone against bone. Use it only against soft tissue and soft part of the body. Once again, into the neck is one of the best. If it stays here, I want to show you something. You can come over here into the plexus, right here, into the sternum, because it's a cartilage, it's not too hard. You can hit him there, into portion of the face, but try not to hit like this surface here, which is very hard, or even the jawline. But you can go, let's say, in the eye, in the throat, in the neck. These are the areas you want to use the ox jaw. Very effective, but you got to practice it properly. The next category is breakaways. But with a little bit of difference. This time I'm going to break away from two hands grabbing one. Somebody comes up to you very aggressively and grabs you this way with two hands. Obviously, don't even try to pull away, it's too strong. So do the opposite. Move into him, raise your hand this way. Now reach from the other side with the other hand, grab the back of your hand and strike him at the same time as you're coming out. One swift movement from here step in, angling, reaching from here. Here, you can follow up with another strike if you want to. This one is very similar to the one-handed breakaway that we've already done. Same thing, this time, gonna step in. This time, grab your hand inside here and angle your elbow to strike him inside of at the center mass, here. Then from here, slide up and hit him again, and if you need to, hit him again a third time into the sternum. So, the first part, the mechanical part, is the important one for you to understand. One, reaching here and then striking up, and as I said, if you need to strike again. Same principle in the next one, but different direction, different angle. He grabs me with two hands. I'm going to step in, angle my hand so that I can grab the back of my hand with my other hand and rip away and then follow up immediately with a strike. The reason why you want to, because if you just break away, he can come and grab you and fight you and take you down. That's why you want to strike right away there. From here, one, rip up, strike immediately, strike again if you need to. Next category, we're going to go back to same side grabs, and we're going to go into the joint locking that you can achieve through that particular type of attack. On the first one, we're going to do, he grabs me, I'll do my distraction as usual, either by hand or using the foot here. Going to bring him here, make sure you leave your thumb under his wrist. Bring it up, keep your elbows close to you, trap with the other hand, and then this is your lock. Once again, as we discussed before, some styles call this the S lock, and that's the effect you're going to achieve. So once again, striking, trapping, coming around. You have a dual effect here. You're squeezing the wrist in one direction, you're squeezing the bone structure across the knuckle here by the finger, squeezing, and then twisting and bringing him down this way. Then from here you can simply push him back and disengage. You can use a knee for a follow-up strike or whatever. One time from this side, see a different perspective. So once again, one, coming across here and bringing him down. This technique is nicknamed the hammer lock. It's just one of a couple of different hammer locks that we do. Again, person grabs you, do your distraction. This time by hand will probably be better because as soon as the hand strikes there, can come around, reach behind his elbow, lift up as you're breaking away here, putting pressure behind it, and then lock him this way. And this is your hammer lock from this side. I'm going to show you from here. Once again, strike with the hand if possible. Bring your hand underneath his elbow. You push up as you're pushing up with your other hand too. And then at this juncture here, break away and come toward you. Lock it in your body. Do not leave space here because if you do, it can easily escape. So you have to put his elbow close to your body. That way he cannot escape. Once again, here, come around and lock him right here into your body. One more time from the other side. From here, strike, reach, push up, push the elbow down, lock him, and here you have it, the hammer lock. Follow-ups from here can come from this side to escort him. You can also come and reach across under the chin, and you can escort him very easily. Also with this one, you're going to end up in a hammer lock, but you achieve it in a little bit different way. From here, you can strike with the foot, bring your hand up like this to create space here so you can insert the second hand, grab, break away, strike, and then come around here and place him into the hammer lock, same as before. So although it begins different, the final analysis is the same. You're going to end up with the hammer lock. I'll show you here. Once again, strike, bring it up, here, strike again. Come around here, unlock it. I can show you one time from the other side. We're here, I strike, bring the hand up, pull, strike again, Now you see the insertion on my arm here, coming around. You have your hammer lock again. This technique, once again, he grabs you. Make sure you prevent the punch from arriving by doing your distraction. This time come from the top and grab his wrist. Very simple. So from here, one, grab his wrist, bring it over you, and now you have your takedown. Now, of course, if you don't want to take him down for whatever reason, this one can be transferred into an escort and you can walk him backwards. One more time from this side. After the distraction, bring it up this way so it's closer to your other hand. Don't try to reach going down here. Bring him up to you, here, turn around, and you take him down. One time from this side. Same thing. One, come from the top, grab, and then simply pivot underneath here and take him down. This one is very effective, devastating technique. It's nicknamed the center lock. There's several variations of it. We're going to show you this one at this point here. From here, once again, distract always to prevent that. By hand, by foot. Bring your hand out. Stretch your arm up this way. Insert your other hand here. Step under. And then when you reach to this point, break away, reach behind, grab his hand, and push his elbow up. See how uncomfortable it makes him. From here, you can take him down forward. You can take him down backward. You can take him down straight down this way. There are several variations of the takedown and the follow-ups. Let's focus on this one more time. From here, you're going to basically escape underneath here. One, from here. Two, go under, grab here. Make sure you have a good grip across his knuckles. Like this. Let go with this hand, you don't need it anymore. And keep on pushing up. And that's your center lock. Next category is cross wrist grab. First one, he grabs me, again. Same choice as always. Distraction by hand or distraction by foot. Always. From here, gonna make a very small circle. Do not go and make big movement here. Very small circle. Feed it into the other hand, break away toward the thumb, his thumb, and then simply push down and effect your takedown. Now, before I take him down, I want to explain to you that you can use the pressure here on the knuckle. You can use your forearm. You can also bring, once you break away like this, you can bring this hand around and use pressure points here, the back of the hand with both of your thumbs, and bring him down that way. So your choices of hand positions are about 3 or 4, and they're all valid and all very effective. It's up to you which one you find more comfortable with. So once again, one, feeding it here. See, it's like a movement like clapping hands almost. One, and then from here, you take him down. Then from here, you can flip him around, and then you can go for your follow-up techniques or immobilization, handcuffing, whatever is needed. One time from this side. Different perspective here. From here, once again, scoop kick, or maybe scoop kick with the other leg. From here, bring him up here, like this, break away, and then come back and do your takedown. The next technique can be considered a variation of the center lock. When he grabs you, after you've done your distraction, of course, you're going to go into almost like a counter grab. You're going to go clockwise this way. Bring him up this way. You're rotating. Keep the circle fairly small. Once again, do not do big movement. Very small circle here. Once you reach this point, insert the other hand with your thumb down and grab his wrist. As you're doing that, invariably, it will let go. That becomes also a breakaway at the same time. As you come in here, you're going to break away. His hand will be open at that point. So reach and grab the finger. Squeeze them and bend them up and into him at the same time. Two-way action. Into him and up. Now at this point, if you want to do something else besides the giving him pain, you want to take him down, simply angle the whole movement down. And then you have him down. You can also put a foot on your on his bicep here, create more pain. You can simply stay here and control him, or you can even flip him around and get him ready for control. One time from this side. So, once again, simple movement initially, coming up this way, inserting your other hand, okay? So as you come here, one. You're breaking away basically automatically here by rolling your hand against his finger, slide down, grab his finger, and squeeze. Squeeze as hard as you can. And then angle his elbow up and his finger into him. This way. And then from here, you can take him down and control. This category is called side wrist grabs. So in other words, as opposed to someone grabbing you either same side or cross side, basically facing you, they're grabbing you from the side. You were standing that way for some reason, or your opponent came from the side and grabs you this way. Now, this next technique can be considered also a variation of the S-lock, because the type of pain and the biomechanics involved are basically the one of the S-block. So, he's grabbed you here. Now, a great distraction here, even to step on his foot or a quick shot with your foot. It will not be practical to turn around and try to strike him in the face. So use the foot to distract him. At the same time as you step on his foot here, trap the hand from the top, like this, very simple. Trap the back of his hand, lift your elbow up, bring everything toward you, so you're creating the S effect. One, and then at this point, bend the elbow down while pushing up with your other hand, his hand. That is extremely painful. Now from here you can free yourself and then bring him to the ground, striking, rolling in the other side, different follow-ups again. One more time from here. Focus on this part. Step on his foot if you want to. Trap the hand like this. Trap it. Lift your elbow straight up, and then your elbow down, while with this hand pull up toward you. And okay, the difference in this one here is that when he grabs you and you bring his hand up, instead of going to trap him like we did before this way, you're going to bring it and you're going to come this way, and then you're going to pull him into you here. And then you have this movement here. Now, to make it even worse in terms of lowering your center of gravity, once you have them, once you go 1, 2, and you come and grab, you can go down on one knee. That will bring your center of gravity down and make him go down. It's a lot more painful that way. So it really depends on what you want to do. If you want to simply get away, maybe you can stand up, hurt him, and disengage. If you want to control him, then you go down with him and on one knee and you stay with him. So from here, 1, coming across here, pull him into you. You want to go over the elbow here, and then drop down on one knee. And you have, remember, not only the elbow and shoulders are locked, but the wrist is being compressed as well. At this belt level, we also start a new category. It's defenses against punch, one of the most important categories of all. This is very dynamic. You're going to apply joint lock basically on a very dynamic situation. And we recommend, since we do not use blocks in our system, we only use trapping, we recommend at this point that you acquire our trapping program on DVD, and you study that in conjunction to these techniques, because the trapping will be your first part, how not to get hit and to get punched. So, for instance, if I don't know what to do, and I can do very good joint locking, but if I cannot stop this punch from hitting him, the encounter is over. So the first thing is, from your defensive stand, when he punches, to do your trapping technique. And there are several different ones that you will learn in that particular program. But in this case, what we're going to do, we're going to go straight into an armbar. He's coming at me, I'm moving around, I strike, and then from here, I'll take him down with the arm bar. Remember, keep this one close to you for the arm bar. Don't go and do this because you will lose him. He'll break away, but if you lock him into your body, you have pain, and you can follow him down for further control. The first part here is extremely important, not to get hit. You can use one hand, the other hand, or both hands. There are different ways of doing it. That's why we recommend the trapping program at this point. So from here, it comes, I strike, and then from here, I turn, I torque his hand here, lock it to me, slide down to the tricep tendon, and then I bring him down into the armbar. On this one, the trapping movement, we're going to do it just a little bit different. We could do it the other way too, but in this one, just to show a different approach, when he punches, I'm going to slip the punch this way by using the crossed hand here. I'm going to slip the punch and move behind it. So when he throws one, I'm going to step behind, reach under his throat, lock his elbow into my rib cage, and pull back as much as I can his arm against my body. That will give him tremendous pain while I'm keeping him locked here in his trachea, pushing his head back and to the side. I don't want him to look at me. I want to put the pressure here in the trachea. Terrible pain right now for him. And once again, if I don't go down too far, I can actually escort him this way. If I want to take him down, then I simply take him down, which I don't want to do right now. So let's try from this side. He comes in, I slip the punch, I go right behind him, lock his arm into me, lock his head this way, and then maybe this time we'll take him down. And then from here, we'll lock him on the ground.